Hey guys, it's Soncerae here. I appreciate you listening to me on Spreaker as well as watching me on YouTube. You are the awesomest. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And tap that notification bell so you can be a part of the notification squad here. It is approximately 12:45 p.m. in San Francisco, California. So that means it is what time on the East Coast? I still haven't got these time differences down packed yet. I've only been here 2 weeks. And I have been spending most of my time trying to get my sleeping pattern correct, trying to figure out exactly where I am in San Francisco, and just trying to enjoy the scenery and the weather. Today is actually not sunny outside. It's pretty gloomy, so it's probably really, really foggy. And for those of you that don't know, or you might know, you've seen pictures of San Francisco, like the bridge, and you'll see like all this fog and shit. It's like a really foggy place. It's one of those places, you know how London is foggy? It's kind of like that sometimes. And so today is one of those days where it's kind of cool out. It's no sun, so it's very, very cloudy. And today is the day that my family comes back from DC. They have been in DC for a few days, but they come back today because Christmas Day, they will be doing something special here in San Francisco. So anyway, this fucking Spreaker is for the fellas, okay? The fellas out there, if you're balding and you're over 30. You ever seen somebody that's like trying to hold on to their hair, like the sides of their hair, but they like bald in the middle like George Jefferson? I know all of us have seen that. And you only see that with men who are like over 30, right? So I know for me, like my hair, I'm 37. And I'm just now getting my first gray hair ever. And I can't wait till my head is full of gray hair. You know, like I cannot wait till that happens. I don't relax my hair anymore. My hair is natural. I don't straighten it unless I'm using flat irons. And so when I don't do my hair, right? If I don't take care of my hair, I look fucking ridiculous. You hear me? I look crazy. Like I have this big ass like bush. I look crazy. And so, of course, it's much longer than it was. Like every month it gets longer and longer and longer and longer. So it's getting pretty. But if I don't comb it, I look crazy. Now, I think if I get older, I might lose like my hair on the sides where my temples are. And you know, like on the sides of your hair where your temples are. I think when I get older, I'll probably lose hair there. And all of us are going to lose hair as we get older. That's nothing to be ashamed of. But a lot of people, if you got hair on the sides and in the back and you ain't got no hair on top, the last thing you need to do is walk around proudly with your shit looking like that. There are way too many different ways that you can make this shit look very, very attractive. Number one, you can put on a hat. Honestly, you can put on a hat, cover up that middle part on the sides. You know, every day you're walking around and that looks okay. You got on a hat, you look attractive. But then you got to worry about what's going to happen if you take that hat off. Okay, because if you take the hat off, people are like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting to see that. You could do that. Okay, but still you have to worry about that. So then the next thing you could do is go completely bald altogether. Okay, a lot of men don't want to do that because they think having their hair will help them hold on to their youth. Don't get it twisted because it is some sexy ass bald men out there, whether you light skin, dark skin, it don't matter. Women are attracted to that shit. Okay, so if you walk around with a bald head, trust me, a lot of women love that shit. Okay, don't feel some type of way about that. Next thing you could do is spray that shit on. Now, I don't know where men got this shit from, but it's like this spray you use at the barbershop where they spray your hair and, you know, give you a hairline. Now, I would not condone that either because there's a slight possibility that you're messing up clothes, shirts. You put your shirt on, you got the shit all on your shirt. I mean, all types of stuff would go wrong with that spray. So I don't even think you should spray your hairline on. I think that is crazy. All right. I think that is just, I don't know. Now, another thing that you could do is man weave. Now, I found this to be a surprise because I didn't even know men was doing this shit until this year. Because I'm dating someone, he's bald at the top, and he got dreads. I mean, dreads down his back, long ass dreads on the sides and in the back, but he ain't got no hair on top. So I'm trying to figure out, how can I get this to look right if he's not wearing a hat? Now, he don't look super bad with it. He looked okay with it to me. But still, I think it would have looked a lot better if it was actually dreads on top. And so I looked at all of these videos on YouTube to where people was getting their dreads reconstructed. Like if they were bald at the top, somehow this weave was like put on their head to where they had dreads. And I was like, this is some magical shit. Like, what the fuck? And then I seen guys who had like regular haircuts and the shit looked like their hair. It did. You know how you do a quick weave? Like women, you know how a quick weave go. You know, some women where you wrap your hair around, you know, you sit under dry, you wrap your hair around, and then you take a long piece of weave and just wrap it around in a circle around your head and it's glued on top of your hair. Some women wear that quick weave like that. Or they might do a sew-in like type of quick weave thing to where they sew their hair in a circle and then put the long weave around the cornrows. That's the same thing that they kind of do with man weave. So I'm like, oh shit, black men picking up on the, you know, fact that they can actually wear weave too, right? Now, I don't know what I would do if I woke up one morning and found out that the guy that I'm dating is wearing a man weave. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to not laugh every time I saw that, because that shit, it seems hilarious to me, right? But men do it. And another thing you can do is something like Rogaine. Now, I don't know anyone who has used Rogaine. I don't know how effective Rogaine is. And I think that Rogaine might be for white men, not African-American men. You know what I'm saying? So I really think Rogaine, out of all of the stuff I just listed, Rogaine might be the best thing that you can do if you don't have any hair at the top. Or go completely bald. Seriously. Now, the last guy I was dating, he would leave a trail of dreads everywhere we go. Like, it was fucking breadcrumbs. like we Hansel and Gretel and shit. And every time we go somewhere, it's a motherfucking trail of dreads just following behind us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one to judge, because if I don't crochet my hair or if I don't moisten my shit, I'm going to look crazy. I'm going to look like a motherfucking Brillo pad. So I couldn't sit there and judge him for leaving this trail of dreads everywhere we go. But if your dreads falling off and if your hair is falling off, why not just cut all the shit off? Or get some Rogaine, right? That makes sense. So I don't know, but to be right around with this nigga and his top was missing, I think any woman would possibly feel some type of way about it. You never know. So those are my suggestions for men, any man whose top is missing. If you bald at the top, I think you should let it go. Let it go, baby. You should just let it go. Let it go. I remember Daddy-O told me this one story where his barber used to be at the barbershop all the time. He used to cut his hair all the time. And then the one time he went, the barber wasn't there, so he had to go to somebody else. And then the barber did something like cut all his hair off and he wasn't supposed to. And at this time, Daddy-O was like balding a little bit at the top. And so his hairline was like fucking up. And instead of the barber like leaving the hairline there the way it was supposed to, he actually cut all that shit off. And so when Daddy-O turned around and looked in the mirror, he was like, what the fuck? What you do to my, my hairline? And the barber said, I think you better let it go. So Daddy-O was pissed off. Like shit. He was so mad and never went back to that barbershop. But sometimes you got to just let certain things go. Like you can't hold on to something because, that's your youth. You know what I mean? Just let it go. You know what I mean? Let it go. That's my suggestion to you guys. I appreciate you watching. If you have any suggestions for men who are balding, please put it in the comment section below, okay? Have vision to stay focused. Namaste.